You're in your third trimester and welcome to it. I'm Elizabeth Leeds and this is the trimester. When things feel like you are a little bit more exhausted, you might still be able to keep up your same routine. I'm going to encourage you to keep up that routine as much as you possibly can because your body has developed an exercise pattern and you need that base to go into labor. Irrespective if it's C-section or you're having a vaginal delivery, you want to get your body as strong as possible and as flexible as possible because you soon will be lifting a constant weight of a baby and all the toys that go along with it. So this routine is about stretching. It's really about opening up the rib cage and opening up your body and maybe the areas that need a little bit more stretching, especially if you're going into that vaginal delivery, and stretching to help bring back the ribs and give some more space so you can get a better breath. But also things to help prevent this action where the ribs feel like they're really stuck up to allow them to come back down. So let's get started. You can do a nice deep breath in, dropping your shoulders, and you can come forward, bending your knees if needed. Hands can be toward the middle edge of your glide board. Open up your legs and let your body hang down. Now for some people, this may feel horrible because it's too inverted. So you can bring your incline level up, or you can just let your body just hang halfway down. Now feel that stretch in the back of the legs. You can let your chest come forward. Then from here, walk your hands forward. Bring one knee, in this case my left knee is going to come in between my hands, and then I just go right into what we call a pigeon stretch. Stay upright. Intensify by bringing a foot forward. You can flex your foot to give your knees some more support. You can come forward with your body if that feels comfortable. You can also rotate your torso. You can add an arm raise overhead. Again, your body's going to be in a constant state of transition. So what feels good today might not feel great tomorrow. And that's okay. Just allow your body to explore different movements and stay with what feels good. So you would do pigeon onto the other side. From this position, you can then just go into a nice child's pose. Opening up your legs, letting your belly hang down, and go into a child's pose. If that doesn't feel very good, then just transition to sitting and let your body hang down and feel the stretch. Whether you're sitting or you're low kneeling, I'm going to low kneel so you can see me better. You're going to take your palms and you're going to have your fingertips face towards you, palms down. Go into a hands and knees position, and then you're just going to lean back a little bit. And you're going to feel that stretch right through your forearms. A lot of people will complain of carpal tunnel syndrome when you're pregnant. That's part of the fluid that's being retained for some. It's also going to be a lot of the neck strain that will be happening that we see with the ribs. So this is a great stretch. And I'm going to say keep it up, especially after you're pregnant, because you will be handling more things with your wrists and your body. Then you're going to keep your fingertips facing you still, but palms will be up. And then you're going to feel that stretch right along the front part of your forearm as well. And just let the body move back. You might only be to here, and that's okay. So once you have your wrist flexors and extensors, they're called, stretched out, you can go into a low squat. So what I love about this little gym is I can start here, and I'm going to focus on having my feet wide. My elbows are going to go on the inside of my knees, and I'm just going to think about my spinal alignment. As I feel okay, I'm going to scoot my bum down the glide board, put pressure on the inner part of my knees, and then it's almost like you're moving into what's called a Malasana in yoga, that you're pushing your knees apart and you're giving yourself a nice inner thigh stretch. Your hands can also be down, and the further down you go on the glide board, the deeper the stretch. So I'm pushing my buttocks back. You can do the same exact movement facing away from the tower. You can do your fingertips up towards you, facing away. Same exact movements you can do facing to and from the tower. So again, see what feels good for you. From here, you can go into a mermaid. Now, because our board is slanted, I'm not going to really recommend that you go into this position with the legs. Just have one leg out straight, the other leg crossed in front, and then you can get a nice side bend over. It's a really nice stretch, and then you would do it on the other side. You can transition your body. Now I'm facing away from the tower because when I face this way and my incline's high, it accommodates my hamstrings. So I'm going to put my feet wide, and I'm just going to reach up, lengthening through my spine, and just come forward, hinging at the hips. Then my hands can come down, and I'm trying to maintain length in my spine, and then I can allow my body to come forward. So it's very different than collapsing down. You're really thinking about lengthening up, 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 and then you can allow your body to come forward to feel that stretch. Some might feel it in the inner thighs, you'll feel it in the calf as well as the hamstring. Walk your hands back, and then it's a nice way to do a side bend over. You can take the other arm and reach the outside, the opposite side of the glide board as you side bend over. So you come over, reaching over to my left with my right, and my left hand can come to the right side of the glide board to even intensify the stretch just a little bit. From here, just take one hand, I'm going to turn my body so you can see me better, but you would still be facing this way. Place one hand behind your back, the other hand on top of your head. I tell people just to push a little bit into your back with your hand just a little bit so that your neck is better aligned, and then just bring your ear toward your shoulder, not your shoulder toward your ear, and feel that upper trap stretch. You definitely want to do this both sides. You can even incorporate a little bit of levator stretching, which is another part of the neck, by looking into your armpit. And to intensify that, you reach in between your shoulder blades, so it looks like this. Again, all areas that tend to get really tight for everyone in life, but during pregnancy, they might feel a little bit tighter than usual. And then you can end with a nice hip opener. So you can bring one knee down, the other knee in front, and just walk your leg back to where you feel comfortable. And you might feel just right here is where you want to be. If you want to take it up, you can take it up. You can do different arm reaches, having one hand on the thigh for support, reaching overhead, and rotations. Again, the transition, lean a little bit forward to come out of the pose. One knee down, one knee forward, and again, you can just hold this pose. If you feel a lot of pressure through the back, you can lean a little bit forward. But notice also that my knee and my ankle are aligned. I'm not really lunging with my knee. I'm just letting my hips drop a little bit. So hopefully, those are some stretches to get you through, and congratulations and good luck.